The fossilized skull of Rhodesian man and other bones were discovered in 1921, 90 feet beneath the surface in the Broken Hill lead and zinc mine in what was then northern Rhodesia. They were found by Swiss supervisor Tom Zwiggerle and an unnamed African miner. Zwiggerle initially displayed the skull on a pole to frighten his African miners, before it was spotted by a doctor who realized its potential significance. The Rhodesian specimen is now known as the Broken Hill skull or the Kawe skull. Because of its size, it is probably that of a male, although it is still uncertain. The Rhodesia Broken Hill Development Company exported the skull and donated it to London's Natural History Museum, then known as the British Museum. At this time, Northern Rhodesia was administered for the UK by the British South African Company. In 1924, 3 years after the skull's discovery, the UK took over administration of the territory as a protectorate until its independence as Zambia in 1964. The Zambians now suggest that the export of the skull was illegal under the 1912 Bushman Relics Proclamation, which was intended to protect the material culture of the San people of Southern and Central Africa. The proclamation's main purpose was to preserve rock art and items associated with indigenous communities, so it is questionable whether it would have covered a 250,000-year-old fossilized skull. After study at the Natural History Museum, the skull was deemed to be a rare survival of a Homo heidelbergensis, a species named after the discovery in 1907 of a specimen near the German town of Heidelberg in southwest Germany. The results were published in a 1928 book, Rhodesian Man and Associated Remains. However, it is still far from clear how modern humans evolved, and Rhodesian man plays an important role to research over how the process occurred. This makes it vital that the skull should be readily available for scientific study. Although the Natural History Museum is normally unable to deaccession, since 2005, there is now a further exception for human remains under a government act. But this only covers Homo sapiens and is for material less than 1,000 years old. The Rhodesian man skull has never been lent since its arrival in London in 1921. In 2015, the Lands Museum in Germany requested it for an exhibition, but this was rejected by the Natural History Museum's trustees because of various risks. The Zambian restitution claim may have added to concerns over an international law.